Alright, today is a quick little overhead tutorial of creating YouTube thumbnails with the free app Over. The app is called Over and it's free. So what you need to do first is go to the App Store, download the Over app on your mobile device, and then what that's going to do is give us the ability to create custom layouts on our tablet or mobile device. Now, one thing I'm not going to cover in depth on this is the use of Dropbox. We have a series of graphic images already stored in a share folder on Dropbox to use to create our templates, but you can access your files through Dropbox either through the browser or through the actual Dropbox app itself. And then the creation of the graphics we created in Photoshop, but you create the graphics in whatever program you use already on your desktop. Okay, once that app is downloaded, then we're going to open it for the first time. We're going to have to go through some onboarding stuff, creating an account. Here on this demo, I just use Google to log in, just one less login to remember in the world of a million logins. But once you get that set up, you don't need to buy the Pro. There's plenty of the features we need are enabled in free. The only thing you'll see later that I run into is there are some typefaces that are restricted to Pro only, but other than that, the free version is good to go. So from this, we're going to create a custom design, and it's going to bring us to this templates. We can ignore all that, hit add. It's going to keep trying to sell us the Pro version. We don't need that, and we don't want to use any of these existing templates. If you're creating something else, you could, but we're going to need to create something sized for YouTube. So we're going to create a new canvas, and we're going to create a custom size 1920 by 1080, which is the standard HD video size. And so you just manually, you can see I had a little trouble figuring it out, but you can just type in directly 1920. And then it's not going to let you unless you unclick constraint properties to change the other setting, and we'll set that at 1080. So from there, we just need to hit the check mark at the top, and that creates the new canvas. So now we have a completely blank canvas that we can use to add text, shapes, or anything else to create our desired thumbnail. Okay, once you're ready, your canvas is set up. Now we'll need to get our images. We'll go back to Dropbox where we have our images stored, and from there we will select the image we want. In the corner there are three little dots. We'll use that three little dot as the menu once we've selected our image and hit export. Once we export, we'll hit save image to save the image down to our device. It's now in photos. You'll see that little alert that pops up, and we're just going to go through and grab a couple images so we have to mess around with the layout. Once you've got all your images, now we can select the image button at the bottom of the Over app, and it will bring us to our photos in our mobile device. Select the image you want and it will bring it into the canvas. I had a little bit of trouble with this at first, but you can just pinch and zoom basically to transform the image. I kept clicking on the corners trying to get something to drag and drop, but it wouldn't happen. So you just select the image you want and then pinch and zoom on it to expand it. So basically this gives you 100% control of the layout and of the thumbnail that you're trying to create. For this one, I'm just kind of trying to get this border to line up a certain way. It is a little finicky. I would always prefer a mouse and a keyboard, but on a mobile device for free, this is working pretty great. So we can add other images on top of that or behind it. At this point, I'm bringing in a photo to use as a background, but it naturally will always go on top. So once we've got that added, we can hit the check mark to complete our action and then select the layer panel, and we can drag and drop our layers to pull that behind the image we brought in. So I'm going to play around with just adding another graphic to this to again make it a little different. That way we have different thumbnails each time. Just something custom that creates a sort of rhythm within a design language but isn't the same exact thing every time. So I'm going to head back to Dropbox and grab a couple more images here. Okay, once you got everything saved to your mobile device that you want to use, you can mess around and add some text, or the title of your video particularly. Here I'm just going to use some placeholder text, but you can just enter whatever it is the title of your video is or what you want the headline of your thumbnail to be. And so you just use the keyboard just like any other app that you would use in a mobile device. Once you're done, hit the check mark to complete it. And then similar to your photo controls, you will pinch and zoom to kind of place that where you want it on the artboard. So I like this one. I think it works. We're gonna check and save that one and go back to Over's main app, and we're gonna add a second one just to kind of show the versatility here. I'm gonna create a second version of this thumbnail using the same assets we have. This time I'm gonna bring in one that's a little more pre-done, like a full-on template. And again, we can use the image panel to bring in multiple images, and then we'll use that layer feature to kind of throw it in the background behind our image template. And similar to the last one, we'll hit the text box, enter our text manually that we want in here, and this is where you can see in the bottom bar here, there are some that have a little call out that say Pro, and you cannot use those unless you pay for the Pro app, but there's plenty of free fonts, and I think you can get by just with the free fonts they have. But if you pick one that has that call out that says Pro, it's going to keep upselling you and trying to get you to sign up for the Pro version of the app. So add some text, a couple more graphics, and boom, we have a completely second different thumbnail from our existing graphic library. So you can go to projects, select the project that you want once you're ready to upload it. In the top right corner, there's a little send and share icon. We'll want to select that. And then from there, you can save that to your phone or your mobile device, your tablet, whatever you have. And now in your Photos app, you have your custom thumbnail for your YouTube video that you can upload when you upload your new video content. Hope that's helpful. Pretty quick and easy way to use the Over app for thumbnails on YouTube. Create waves.